everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, we started the final trial of this game and this case. And things were turned upside down because even though we're defending Iris, she suddenly confessed that she was an accessory after the fact to cover up the murder. And she's pinning the whole thing on Maya. Poor old Maya. They're still trying to release Maya from the Sacred Cavern. Well, Franziska is. And right now it is Phoenix versus Godot with our good old judge presiding. And yeah, we revealed already a few things, such as the fact that Misty Fey was Elise Stoneham. And of course she wouldn't try to kill her own daughter, and yet now Godot suddenly has this dagger that they're saying was used, so I don't know. Things are a little crazy right now. Let's continue on.
Now then, the testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
Cute girls never lie. Ever. That's not true. We know that for a fact.
In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court.
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw, the battle between the two women.
Yes, Your Honor.
The battle.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon.
This feels like commentary during like a wrestling fight or something. Although it's much more serious than that.
Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive, with her back to the stone lantern.
Ooh.
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
That was a very heartbreaking story.
I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
That seems reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
How about the frickin' motive, dude? If they didn't recognize each other, why are they fighting? You know what I mean? This just doesn't make any sense. I feel like motive is so important, you know? Okay. Now, what shall we do with this one? Let's see. With her back to the stone lantern. That's when she stabbed her. Okay, let me look at some evidence. What do we have? What's this? Caused loss of blood from stab in back. And then this whole body falling 10 feet thing is definitely going to come into play. Come on now. How could she have stabbed her in the back? Something about you just isn't right today, Iris.
Huh?
Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony?
According to you, Maya Fey stabbed the victim who had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
Yes, that's right.
But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right?
Yes, I think so.
But, according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Sister Iris, it appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony.
Ah!
Iris, what the heck, man?
What? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Why are you asking me?
It's simple. People are like books. We've all got a front and a back. You get my drift?
What the hell, Godot? I feel like he's not even trying anymore.
Is that all you have to say?
I can also say that darkness likes to play with the human mind.
Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? Thank you! Took you until the last case of the game to finally stand up to this fool. The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful staff, the people fighting being mother and daughter, and now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach.
There certainly are some inconsistencies.
Well, Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just...
If you ask me, you're just being too naive about the whole thing.
What do you mean? Stop drinking and answer me.
There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee.
What the? I don't care about your stupid coffee.
But to pick out each one requires total concentration and the use of all the senses. Were you really concentrating on what this witness actually said?
Prosecutor Godot, explain yourself.
The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities. Quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. The human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light.
Light.
By the way, did you know? The Inner Temple has a rule that on nights when an acolyte is there training, the stone lantern in the garden is to always be lit.
I did wonder what that stone lantern was there for.
Well, if that's true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
Normally, yes, Your Honor, but according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light that stone lantern.
Impossible? Why?
It hadn't been used in a long time and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to be nearly pitch black in the garden that night. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all.
Most enlightening.
Ah, nice pun, Judge.
Yes, that illuminating fact,
Another pun.
has chased all the contradictions away. If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other,
But still, why would they be attacking each other?
we can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. Isn't that right, Troit? No!
Still, why didn't you mention this light thing until now?
Order, order, order!
Here, Your Honor, let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind.
Okay, are we finally gonna talk about the blood? Yep. Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face?
What's wrong, Your Honor? Was that flame too hot?
This lantern. There's something written on it.
What do you mean,
Why, it's written in blood.
Oh boy. So the judge didn't know about that yet.
Written in blood.
Why you asking, Godot?
It says Maya upside down.
What the?
That reaction.
Oh yes, that's right. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. She must have been writing that on the stone lantern behind her.
Okay, then that means she did recognize that it was her own daughter. You know what I mean? Like, why would she do that? Why? This makes no sense.
With the blood that was draining out of her body.
Come on, Phoenix, please, call her out.
It certainly looks that way.
Hang on just a minute.
Hey, Godot?
What are you all talking about?
What do you mean, what are we all talking about?
We're talking about the message written in blood.
Huh, nonsense.
What do you mean, nonsense?
This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle.
Oh my god, Godot, why are you in denial, you fool? Could it be? He can't see the bloody writing at all? Uh-huh. Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday. He did. His eyesight's pretty messed up. Even with the huge goggles, he still can't see everything. So that's what he meant by that.
In any case, this is obviously an important clue. We now know that the crime scene was dark, and that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Well, Mr. Godot, anything further?
He's too busy freaking out that he couldn't see it.
Mr. Godot.
Okay then, let's move on.
Godot is literally shaking. And somehow, I don't think it's from caffeine overdose. Although he should have had a freaking heart attack with all the coffee he's drinking, supposedly.
I believe it has now been established that Miss Donham was killed by Maya Fey.
Come on, Phoenix, speak up, you fool. That's just wrong.
Now it's time to turn our attention to you.
Yes, sir.
After the victim died, you did something, didn't you?
Phoenix! You suck as a lawyer sometimes. I would be all on that, man. I'd be like, objection! You know?
Let's hear it. We're all ears.
Being a lawyer would be interesting, but it's a lot of paperwork and reading and books and stuff too. People don't realize it's a lot of work. It's not as simple and easy as they make it look like in this game. Sister Iris's cover-up.
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Karain tradition. So I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge.
Girl, did you not know the bridge was on fire? She's such a liar.
Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and... I used the Shijishito to alter the way the wound looked.
No, 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 no.
So you moved the body?
Yes, I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae clan. But even so, I never imagined that Elise Donham was actually Misty Fae. I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate.
I believe you're looking for twist of fate, Your Honor.
I intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body, but...
You were spotted by the head nun, correct?
Yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose.
No, it doesn't.
Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Sister Iris, cover up. Okay. Alright, let's see how we can call out this BS. Dusky Bridge. How about the fact that it was on fire? You know? Like, I don't know. Maybe the timing is off.
It's pretty amazing you could make it all the way across. That's a rickety old bridge.
It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite its age.
Maybe it wasn't on fire yet then. I don't know.
It's like they say, idiots are too stupid to catch even a simple cold.
But there's one other thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into the Eagle River? Yeah, that too. It would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple.
I thought that it would still cast too much suspicion on Mystic Maya. That's why I tried to take the body as far away as possible.
Still stupid.
Ha! Makes perfect sense to me,
No, it doesn't.
for the time being. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed the bridge?
Okay, I guess it wasn't on fire, otherwise they would have said it, right? Okay, how about this? You used the snowmobile.
The snowmobile. I knew that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge.
This is the part that was in question the other day. Should I ask for more details? About the tracks. If you really did move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right?
Well, yes, naturally, you would expect tracks.
This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from that ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left Hazakura Temple.
I see, snow was still falling, huh?
But wait a minute.
And then, when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there are such fresh-looking tracks.
Hmm. How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this testimony?
I'd say it's very important.
When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped.
That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Your Honor, I'd like the statement Iris just made added to the testimony. The only thing that gets a little confusing about this part is like you start forgetting and losing track of time. Like when everything supposedly occurred, so it's like, ooh, wait, what? It's hard.
But does it have something to do with the case?
All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record.
Ha! This should be fun. Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we?
Yes, sir. By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped.
Hold on. First of all, there's the sphere thing. Then there was, let's see, tracks photo. Snow had stopped. 10, 11. Weather data. What did that say again? 7 to 10:50. Snow had stopped. Lightning struck at 10:45. Then it would have been on fire. I'm a little... I think this is it. Ah, no. No. I'm a little confused.
How exactly are they now related? They aren't, are they?
No, not at all. Okay. I don't think that would be any points. I'm thinking... Stop. This actually might... Is this one? I don't think... I think I might have presented it on the wrong one. This might be one of the few times where I'm not supposed to present on the new statement. I think I was supposed to present it here, actually. Yeah, because the bridge should have been on fire by then.
You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible.
What?
This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire.
What did you say?
Wait, why you look so surprised? You should have known this by now.
The bridge. It was on fire.
You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
What? But it can't be.
Why is she so surprised? That's weird.
It looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
No!
This is very strange. She's acting really strange.
Order, order, order!
The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right. The inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way she could have crossed the bridge, body or no body.
Witness, even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
The only person here that is truly contemptible is you. Old man.
What? Excuse you?
Me? How dare you?
Please, could you finally stand up to this stupid prosecutor?
Whether this witness lied or not... Ooh,
I was doing the judge's voice, sorry.
Whether this witness lied or not doesn't mean squat right now.
What do you mean? Squat?
The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right?
Yes, of course, but...
Whether it was snowing or not snowing, or whether the bridge was burning or not, there are two facts that can't be disputed. First, the body of Elise Donan was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. And second, the head nun, Sister Bikini, witnessed Iris desecrating Elise Donan's body.
He makes a good point on both accounts.
That's right. I'm not lying.
What are you claiming this time?
I wasn't myself at all that night. So my memory is still somewhat hazy.
You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy?
It is only human to err. If you're so perfect, Trite, maybe you can explain this for the court.
What is it?
When the murder happened, the bridge had already burnt down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick.
A magic trick, huh? Well, not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across that burnt-out bridge. But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth. This is crazy, this whole part.
It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
You see what I mean? In other words, you're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth.
Ah! Man, gotta use your brain, but this is a tricky situation, man.
Alright then, witness, let's hear your testimony once more.
About what, Your Honor?
You admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Will this be her final testimony? Moving the body.
Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there was a way to cross a burning bridge?
Why are you asking me questions?
So it was just a misunderstanding, I see.
This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast.
Ah, photo.
It was taken on the morning after the incident.
Interesting. That's new.
It certainly was burned to a crisp.
How did y'all take this picture? Like, from what angle? Where were you? Unless it was like a helicopter or something.
And one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall.
Interesting.
Clearly it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition.
Alright. Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth. And Maya will be accused of murder.
Trite, I'm only going to say it one more time. It is only human to err, and only humans can spot the errors of our ways.
What the? The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
Alright, Mr. Wright, please begin your final cross-examination.
Well, we will be doing that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye.